What is up, everyone? Moises and Brenda here from Firelane Podcast. Welcome back for those loyal fans. And if you're new here, welcome. We are, like I said, Moises and Brenda. And we have some fun conversations. My wife, once in a while, has a laughing fit for 5 minutes. And we just... we just want to bring some positivity to your day today. Say hi, babe.
Hi. Welcome, guys. Super excited to be here. He says I don't have enough energy today. I don't know why.
Me neither.
But we're still here. We're excited to have our special conversations.
Yep, and this is going to be our 1 year anniversary episode. Because January 7th, 2019, that's when we launched our first episode. That was the launch of Firelane Podcast. And here we are 1 year later.
Congratulations.
To who?
High five. To you.
Why me?
Because it all started with your vision and...
Okay.
and stuff.
Thank you. But we owe it all to you guys. Because you're the ones that keep listening, keep letting us know what you guys think, keep giving us comments and love and support. So thank you all. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing this right now. We love doing this for you. We love adding some positivity to your life, which is a primary goal of this podcast. I know sometimes we go into crazy topics, but the whole purpose of our podcast was to bring some positivity, some light into your life. And glad to be here a year later.
Yeah.
It's going to be a year full of growth.
It's crazy. It doesn't feel like it's been a year.
No?
No.
I feel like it's been a decade.
No, it doesn't.
2019 was a decade.
No, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. I think just because we don't record as much as if we were like at a job or something.
Yeah, because it's not a job.
I know. I think that's why it doesn't feel like it's been a year.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we released 28 episodes. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, we're going to shoot for more. Probably.
For how many? What's our goal? Give us our goal.
Let's do 50.
50 episodes, 2020. So we get
2 weeks off.
2 weeks off?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No?
We'll see. We'll try.
Between 40 and 50.
We're going to do our best.
Yeah. Between 40 and 50.
Quality episodes.
Yeah. Between 40 and 50. But yeah, it's happy birthday to Firelane Podcast tomorrow. I mean, technically today when this episode airs.
Happy birthday. Are you going to put a birthday song?
No.
Oh.
It's copyrighted.
Oh.
Happy birthday to Firelane Podcast. There. That's our birthday song.
You should have made up a birthday song for today.
Girl, we're about to shoot 40 to 50 episodes. At that time, no happy birthday music.
Okay. It's just a suggestion.
So, what are we talking about today, babe?
Today we are talking about...
You checking your notes?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to talk about... And this new year, people are setting goals. People are setting resolutions. People are dreaming big. People are... What else are they doing?
Not doing.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
What are the positive things that people are doing because of the new year? New year, new me. New decade, new me. People are looking to make changes.
Are people really saying that? New decade, new me?
I guess. I don't know. I saw it once.
So you made it a thing?
I mean, because it is a thing.
Okay.
Put hashtag new decade, new me. Y va a salir.
Okay.
Are you going to go in another 5-minute laughing fit?
No, it's just funny.
This is my superpower.
No, it's not going to happen today.
But yeah, what other things are people doing because of the new year?
What did you say?
People are looking to make changes, positive changes.
Mm-hmm.
Like some people are planning to quit smoking. Some people are starting to smoke. Quit whatever they want to quit, a bad habit.
Mm-hmm.
Some people want to
start a good habit, maybe.
Dieting. They want to.
Dieting is a every year thing.
Yeah. That's why it's so popular. It's a big industry.
Right.
But what else? Exercising. People want to do, probably start a business. I don't know, whatever they want to do. But with all that planning and all that noise that you're creating for yourself, there's another negative type of noise that you hear a lot, but you wish you wouldn't. But it's still there. And that's called hate.
Boom.
Are you falling asleep? Give me your phone.
I'm not falling asleep. Does it look like that?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, it's hate. Hate is out there.
Negativity.
No matter what. Yeah, hate and negativity will always be out there. Especially towards people who are looking to make a positive change in their life. And hate comes from a person who doesn't view themselves doing that or being able to do that. So they try to bring others down to their level. Right?
But why do you think that starts?
Because of low self-images. Like people, the only people that have hate comes towards them are people that are looking to make some positive changes for themselves. But that hate comes from people who see those other people making changes, which are changes that the hateful people want to make, but they just don't see themselves doing them. So instead of the hateful people rising up to the I'm doing a positive change people and rising up to their level, they're trying to bring these people down to their level with hate. Right?
Yeah.
So 2020 is all about going out there, crushing your dreams, no matter what else, no matter what anybody else tells you. Because hate is going to come from family. It's going to come from friends. It's going to come from the people.
Even people you don't know it comes from.
Especially for people you don't know. That's why social media is dangerous.
Yeah. Because people
are always going to have something to say.
Yeah.
No matter what.
And sometimes you don't say it in a very nice way either.
Yeah, so we're going to cover quite a few things about ignoring hate and negativity. Well, not ignoring it, but just not letting it consume you and be the, what would you call it? The thing that you focus on, basically.
Yeah.
Because I've seen too many YouTube videos of YouTubers being all depressed and stuff because their comments are negative. And I'm like, focus on the people who are actually adding value to your life, that are saying like, hey, keep going. Your content is great. Keep going. We love it. And I just feel like that we just need to be more aware of what we listen to, the noise that we listen to, and acknowledge the one that actually has some value to our life instead of trying to ruin it. Right?
Yeah, because it's I mean, like, this has been a thing for forever, just because we have social media. We see it more because YouTubers talk about it.
Yeah.
But
Influencers.
But then you have like artists and celebrities who I'm pretty sure have gone through that, but they're not very vocal about it. They don't. Like when we saw that interview with Kevin Hart, remember?
Yeah.
He was talking about like how people have so much negative stuff to say, but you just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
You let it just like, you don't feed it. You just let it die off.
Yeah, because if you keep feeding hate, like if you keep putting hate out there, there's no love going into that. There's no, all that hate is doing is destroying. There's no positive outcome out of that.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about Kevin Hart. I think he was dealing with whatever he tweeted 10 years ago or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That he came back. That's another thing. People need to allow people to grow.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah, because...
in my opinion, okay.
Yeah, what he said was wrong, if you guys know what happened. What he said was wrong. It was inappropriate. But he also grew over the 10 years since he put that out there.
Yeah, like, if you put yourself in his shoes, we were not, like, the same people 10 years ago that we are now.
Yeah, we did.
Like, you were a teenager.
What?
Could you just imagine the kind of dumb stuff that you said? I can tell you that there's a bunch of Twitter stuff that
True.
I was like, what the heck? Like,
True.
This is my man.
This is my man. That's right. That teenager's my man. That sounds wrong, babe.
No.
I was 19, guys. I was 19 when we met, so I was legal.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, when you were... Because you're 26, so 10 years ago, you were 16.
Yeah.
So could you just imagine...
I was very dumb.
Just imagine, like, people going back to what you said when you were 16.
And saying, like, hey, you said this 10 years ago, and I don't agree with it now.
I need you to apologize.
Yeah, I'm like, boy.
That's why I think it was dumb, because... I mean,
if it was recent, then okay, yeah. But because it was 10 years ago, dude, like, you can change in a day.
And I understood what he said, where he didn't want it to, like, keep repeating himself.
Yeah.
Because it's just like...
It's just feeding that negativity that was going on around that topic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just so... I don't know.
Yeah, we relate a lot into, like, having a positive attitude, a positive view in life. We always believe that there's something positive out of everything that comes out of everything, even if it's something negative.
Even when we don't, we
don't let it consume us.
Yeah, like, it's important to know that, because, like, we're not perfect. Absolutely not. Like, we're not perfect. But we do, like, even when something negative, or, I don't know, even if I say something negative, like, he does his best to, like, make it into a positive situation.
Yo. That's why I listen to romantic music, guys.
But I think it, like you said, it all comes with, like, people's low self-image.
Self-image.
Yeah, because if you're not feeling happy inside, you can't express happiness to others. If you're not feeling love, you can't express love to others. So it's important to, like, work on yourself.
Yeah. Work on that's what we teach our kids all the time, is that it all starts with your attitude. No matter what happens to you, it doesn't matter what happens to you, it's how you react to what happens to you. And if you react to even the most negative thing in a positive way, or, like, at least in your mind, don't let that negative situation consume you to the point where now you're angry, you're depressed, yada yada yada, and you turn into a joker because of it. Instead, you take everything into it's a negative thing that happens to you, but if you take it with a positive mental attitude, that's the roadmap. Well, that's the start to the roadmap as to how you can fix that situation. Because nothing good came out of anything negative or hate.
Yeah, and our minds are, like, crazy. If we start feeding our minds, like, the negative thoughts that we're thinking, they will start creating those bigger and bigger, I think. Like, you just start making worse things out of little things.
Yeah, stuff that probably will never happen.
I think that's why people get anxiety.
Yeah. I think that's why there's a bunch of, like, the amount of people who are depressed have spiked up. The amount of people who commit suicide spiked up. People with anxiety spiked up. All these little things. And I know we're going into some sensitive stuff here, but that's just our personal opinion. Because we think that there's just more to it than just, okay, you have this. This is what I'm going to give you to fix it. Like, there's more to depression than just like being diagnosed with depression because you had 3 sad thoughts in a day.
Anyways, before this gets out of line here,
I mean, we just feel like hate leads into all this negativity in life that we just want to I guess, yeah, the purpose of this podcast is to just add some light and positivity to your life. So we want to bring this darkness and then shine a light upon it. That way it can be eradicated if possible.
I feel like the reason why you wanted to talk about this is because of the new year and the new decade and stuff. Like, I feel like a lot of people start off wanting so much in the beginning. Like,
yeah.
Like, I have these goals, I have these visions, I want to do this, I want to do that. And because there's those negative people that are like, do you really want to do that? Or like, I don't think you can do it. Or,
yeah,
throwing that negativity into your head, it doesn't get accomplished.
Doubt.
Yeah, that doubt, it doesn't get accomplished because of that. Because you listen to that. Because you, instead of like listening to the people that are telling you, yes, you can do it, like, giving you that support, you're listening to the ones that don't give you the support. They're just talking out of their butt, like you always say. I mean, it's just like you starting this podcast.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah, because I mean, like, everyone who has any type of new adventure, you're gonna have those that support you, and you're gonna have those who don't support you. Everyone. That's I think that's where a lot of successful people go through. I'm pretty sure the guy who owns Amazon were like, you're never gonna do anything with that online library. That's never gonna be a thing. And look where he's at now.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix, Blockbuster, the company said that, like, hey, we're never gonna. That's not gonna be a thing. Netflix is not going to be a thing. No one's going to stream movies online. And look where it's at now. Disney Plus is on because of Netflix.
Sorry, Grisel. It's like, I texted her
Stop
earlier.
calling us Grisel.
She's barely answering me. It's been like an
hour.
Rude.
Rude.
Okay, break is done. I was going to say something about this. I was gonna say that, like, the past month I've been hearing from people, because of like you guys seeing us record and doing our podcast, like people telling me that they've been wanting to do that.
What?
Like record,
podcast?
Podcasts or videos, or several people, not just like one or two, but several people. And that's where this comes. Like, that's where, like, hey, like, if you want to do it, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
matter what anyone says.
Yeah, like when you start thinking about it too much and you start, asking the wrong people, because like they could easily ask somebody who has never recorded a podcast.
Yeah.
Right? Like, hey, like, I want to do a podcast. What do you think? Like, podcast? Like, even a lot of people don't know what a podcast is.
Yeah.
So they're like,
there's, like, go ahead.
Sorry. No. Go. Go.
Like, people always have ideas. It's just those people who actually act upon those ideas who will find out what if And yeah, like our story of how we started Firelane Podcast. It wasn't even going to be my wife and I.
Yeah.
It wasn't even going to be named Firelane Podcast. I don't even know what it was going to be named.
You didn't have a name for it.
Yeah, we literally, I saw Firelane post and I was like, Firelane Podcast. Oh, that sounds cool. So like all these things could have come against my idea of starting a podcast. Because one, this idea came back in October, November of 2018, right around there. And it was going to be my brother and I shot him a text like, hey, you should start a podcast. He's like, yeah, sure. But he never got around to it. So my idea kept still in my head. I never went through with my brother. So I was like, hey, you want to be in the podcast with me, babe? She was like, yeah.
I wasn't like, yeah. I was like, sure.
But here you are a year later, okay?
But see, like, that's where it started. So you had that vision. You had, like, started that dream. It was already planted in your head.
Yeah.
So just think about if you had, because you already know better than who to go for advice.
Luckily. I'm smart.
Because we've learned it. So you know better. So, but there's other people that don't. People practically go to people they love, they trust, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't always necessarily mean that they're the right people to talk to about certain things.
Well, here's a little secret. Successful people, love telling their story and helping others do the same. Because that's how people become successful in the first place. Mm-hmm. You help others become better. And because you help so many other people become better, you become better yourself in return. And then, of course, because now you have this network of people that you help make better, now they want to return the favor. Even though you yourself made yourself better, but now these people want to increase your value and everything. So don't be afraid to ask people who you know that you would be willing to probably go to a seminar of theirs, take a course of theirs, have a sit down conversation for an hour or two one of these days. Doesn't matter if they're famous or not famous. If you know or you see that these people are doing what you want to do, don't be afraid to ask. Always shoot them a quick DM on whatever social media.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of good influencers do that. They respond to their people who ask questions or leave comments or any type of thing. Because that's what successful people like to do. And believe me, like even with my plan of starting a podcast, I still had my own personal self-doubt of, oh, okay, well, are people going to find me funny or entertaining? What am I going to talk about? How am I going to record all this stuff? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Yada, 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 yada. And believe me, guys, I mean, you've seen the transgression of this podcast, how it's grown. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start in order to be great.
And committed to.
GIT quote.
Is that what we're calling them?
I guess. GIT quote. That way they know.
Yeah.
You know who you are, GIT. But it's true. I mean, you can't expect to, even if you have everything in place, even if you have the perfect camera, the perfect lighting, the perfect room, the perfect decor, the perfect software, the perfect microphones, the perfect facial features, the perfect body, even then, that first episode is never going to be what you expect it to be. I was listening to it today and I was like, oh God, what is this? I mean, I'm not saying that we're perfect now, but we're definitely way better. Mm-hmm. But it's just taking those baby steps that lead you to where your vision is. Because, yeah, that's all it takes. It's just, you're not going to make a giant leap from doing nothing to being the top producer, podcast producer, or YouTuber, or whatever it is you want to do. And one day it's going to be a transgression where you get better and better the more you do it.
Yeah.
But throughout that transgression, you're going to have all that hate, all those people saying like, what are you doing? This is ridiculous. You're not funny. yada yada yada, and all that stuff. But you're gonna have to be mentally strong in order for you to not ignore it, acknowledge it, see that it's there, but push through it no matter what.
I think like find a way to get better because of that.
Yeah, yeah. Turn the hate into something that helps you get better.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the end, what people who put hate out there, who hate on you, who hate on someone else, someone you love, their whole goal is to tear down that person down at either whatever they're doing, how they are, how they speak, whatever. That the whole goal of hate is to tear people down. And what you need to do is push through it despite the hate, despite the negativity. Because in the end of the day, when you push through it, you're going to win. If you don't push through it, then you're going to prove those people who are putting hate, you're going to prove them right. And they're going to win instead of you.
Yeah.
And I hate losing.
You never know, like it can always be the start of something. I'm talking about your goals and stuff. Like you have a dream, you have something you want to accomplish. And by listening to the haters, you might end up not accomplishing anything that could have changed a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
Not crazy, just your own, but a lot of other people.
Yeah. You basically have to start with what you have and when you are, and start on that dream, because there's so many people on Instagram and YouTube and social media in general saying like, how come we're not doing something about this? The Australia fires, the Amazon fires that happen over there, whatever's happening in the Middle East. And all these people asking, why can't we do something about it? And it's not that we can't, is that because you have that thought in your head, you should be the first person to step up and saying like, hey, this is what I'm going to do. If anyone else wants to join me, they're more than welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the answer to the question is like, if God is real, why is there so much hate? that there's so much hate, but there's also so much love out there. Yeah. And that love is supposed to do something to overcome the hate.
That is so true what you're saying. That like people start complaining so much of like, why aren't we doing something? Why aren't we? They're even saying like, why aren't we doing something? Like, okay, well, go ahead and start.
Yeah.
By instead of saying why are we doing something, say, okay, this is what I'm doing. Join me.
Yeah.
Because I have seen a lot of that. Like, why aren't we doing anything about this? Why aren't we doing anything about that? Well, it starts with you. It's like that song, that song on K-Love.
Which one?
The one that says like, I don't know how it goes, but he's like asking God, like, I've been asking you for this and for you to change the world, for you to stop hunger, and then God answers like, well, that's why I sent you.
Yeah.
Like, that's why those thoughts are in your head. That's why they're in your heart, because you need to do something about it. Not just speak about it, or not just ask, why isn't anybody doing something?
Yeah, be the change that you want to see in the world. Because
yeah.
GIT quote. But yeah, it all starts with you, because the reason why it all starts with you is because you can only control you. You can only control what you do, what you think.
Yeah.
Everything. That's all you can be in control of. You can't control anyone else. You can't control if anyone else joins you or not. You can't control if someone is going to do something about what you want to do. It all starts with you. And you have to start with where you are with what you have. And like I mentioned, you don't need to have everything in place for you to start. You need to start. And then all those little things will come and will fall into place eventually. Like our new podcast studio, it didn't come into place until almost a year later.
Yeah. And I mean, like, like people always ask us, like, well, they ask me, like, well, where do you guys record? Or, You know, you have your own studio. Like, no, it's our house. Like,
We're recording in our daughter's room.
yeah, in
And
our
I work
daughter's
in our
room.
daughter's room.
Like, I know that there's like people out there that when they want to do something, they'll even find a corner in their bedroom.
Yeah.
They make, you know, like even the girls that do makeup, like they do their little vanities in a corner. All the lights are like right there. I mean, when you want to do something, you'll find a way.
When there's a will, there's a way. JT quote.
And ours was like, okay, like our daughter, yeah, she sleeps in her bed in our room,
Yeah.
which allows us to have this space, you know, to record and stuff. But that's the sacrifice that we made for this podcast.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Like things don't, like, they're not just gonna happen. You do have
You
to
figure them out. You figure them out as you go along.
Yeah, and you do have to make a little bit of sacrifices. Like things aren't that
Yeah.
easy either.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes people just have to get out of their own way. JT quote.
yeah, that too. That too. Sometimes like it's
Sometimes they
you
don't even,
stopping you.
Yeah, they don't even talk to other people about their idea, or even because like, oh, this is ridiculous. Sorry,
What?
I'm getting fired. Because even
Are we switching this to fire talk?
nah,
Okay.
no, it's still the same content. It's still the same topic.
Okay.
Like, even if you have all the people and all the love and support and all that stuff coming into your life, 100% of the people that are telling you that you should do whatever you want to do, follow your dreams, and everyone in the world tells you you should do it, if you have that doubt and if you have that negativity that you keep holding on to in your life, then whatever those 100% of people in the world said is not going to matter, because at the end of the day, you control you. You're not in control by anyone else. So yeah, I mean, even if you have 100% of the support of the world, it's up to you, because a lot of people are going to support you as well as other people who are going to be against you. But it's all up to you. At the end of the day, it's all up to you what you do, whether you follow through with your goals, whether you follow through with what you're planning to do. And it's this life is not anybody else's responsibility but yours.
Exactly.
You can't expect the government to do something about it. You can expect your mother, your father, your cousins, your tío, your hermana, la vecina, la de mi rancho, tu casa.
At the cocina.
Oh. Copyright. Yeah.
You're so mean.
Why am I mean?
Why are you bringing the poor lady up?
Because I just...
Like even that lady, look at that
Yeah.
lady. Like she does receive a lot of negative stuff. A lot of it. But that doesn't stop her from sending her YouTube videos.
Yeah, you shouldn't care. Like, this is why you shouldn't care. If any of those people that are bringing negative stuff into your life, if they're not gonna be crying at your funeral, it shouldn't matter what they say.
They probably won't even show up.
Yeah, if they're gonna show up, they're not gonna be crying because you're gone. You shouldn't even care about what they say. You shouldn't give 5 seconds to what they say.
Wow.
Drop the mic, babe. Drop the mic.
Should got in the other one.
Oh yeah, a mock. We should buy a mock one.
To drop it. Oh, we have one.
A mock? No, like another plástico. No.
Yeah,
Like a plushy
Emma's.
one.
Oh. No, not.
We need a plushie one so we could like throw it at the camera and be like,
You're gonna throw it at.
well, not at the camera, like over it, but with that effect
Oh.
of throwing it at it.
Okay. Next time. Put that on your next Christmas list.
I'm not gonna a $5 gift. Okay.
Okay, Valentine's Day coming up. Sorry, we got off topic. It all started with the lady.
What lady?
De mi rancho tu cocina.
Yeah, because even like that's a great example. Because
It is, I'm telling
I'm
you.
pretty sure that's a person we've never thought about seeing on YouTube.
Mm-mm.
Like that type of person that is probably very traditional in Mexican culture. Porque hasta tiene que el horno de no sé qué. What, I
De
don't know what it's made of.
leña and I
Yeah.
don't know what it's called, but
And
yeah.
to put that onto YouTube, like even those people who have you seen those people that make
I was amazed that she has a blender. I was like, oh, she has a blender.
even those like I don't think they're indigenous people, but those people who make like pools out of mud, make houses out of mud,
Mm-hmm.
make columpios out of mud and all that stuff, and they're like nude. No, well, not nude, but like they don't have any shirts or regular pants or shorts. Like they're in traditional, like if you were living out in the wilderness, but they have a camera and then they're recording all that stuff. How to build a house out of bamboo and mud,
Yeah.
or how to build a pool. And it's pretty cool.
I mean, I don't think they even record. I think they just record with the phone.
Okay? Like we do.
Yeah, but they like it's crazy, and but she receives a lot of negative comments, a lot.
Yeah, because there's a lot of other women that are probably just like her who wish they could do it.
Yeah.
Or maybe even women who are in a better place than her, whether it's life, financially, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
that wish they could do that, but they don't. So they're hating on her.
That's like their secret dream.
Yeah.
They're hating on someone that actually accomplished it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of people nowadays.
What?
That they hate on other people because they wish they could do it.
Yeah.
Or they were brave enough to do it.
Yeah. And we live in America. People risk their lives coming over here, not because they wanted to not follow their dreams.
Yeah.
Their dream was to come to America, and they found a way. And they came here because it's the most, I guess, the country that has the most opportunity for you to do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be a YouTuber? There you go. Be a YouTuber. Just get it done. Just start on it. You want to create a podcast? Okay, start a podcast. You want to have a business? Okay, start a business. You want to have a regular 9-to-5 job? Okay, yeah, you can do that too. You want to be a soldier? Cool, you can be a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the land of opportunity, truly the land of opportunity, and I just think, well, especially in this country, people are just very. They don't appreciate that, and they're just it's just
taken for granted.
yeah, it's
sure.
taken for granted, and I guess it's just too much opportunity that people just rather not take any chances anymore.
Yeah. Like don't be the one where like you wish you could do something, but then you tell yourself like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It just came to my mind like some people that wish they could be YouTubers, but then like, no, I'm camera shy.
Yeah. Remember when we started this podcast? They're like, we're never gonna do videos because of all the negativity comments, and I was like, I don't care what you
No,
think.
because of all the editing and stuff.
Yeah.
But
And the negative comments.
you really don't edit much of it.
No, it's most of the time it's raw. Most of the time.
Yeah. So.
Because you truly have to not care about what people think, especially, not completely don't care about what people think, but don't care about the negative stuff they have to say.
Like, you have to be mentally strong.
Yeah.
Mentally strong to be able to put those negative things aside. Like, if somebody says something negative, like, don't let it get to you. But you have to be mentally strong.
Yeah. I mean, we're all about that, having a positive outlook on life, no matter what happens to you. Like I mentioned before, we just feel like, especially with little kids now, there's just so much. They're just being they're not being taught how to deal with all this negativity in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that, we are teaching our kid personally, and that we're living ourselves, and also we want to bring to light into the world, is that we need to teach each other, ourselves, and the future generation that, hey, like this dark stuff is here. I'm not too sure if it's going to go anywhere or not, but you're going to have to learn how to deal with it and be positive no matter what happens. No matter what happens to you, to anyone else, what anyone tells you, whether you have a big nose, big ears, a big butt.
And don't get offended if somebody said something 10 years ago.
Yeah, let that go. That was 10 years ago, bro.
Like I told our son when it started to get cold, we have this thing with him where he has this nice, very good, like
a Gucci jacket. It's very Gucci.
No, it's like
it's bougie. It's bougie. It's bougie.
It's
not
nice.
Gucci, but it's bougie.
It's nice.
That's what bougie means.
It covers him.
That's what bougie
It'll
means.
keep him warm, and he just doesn't want to wear it because his friends make fun of him.
It's bougie.
And I told him, I said, listen, the reason why whatever friends are telling you negative stuff about your jacket, it's because secretly they are freezing their asses off and they want
Butts off,
you
babe. No, we don't have to that.
their butts off.
She went mama bear.
And they want you to freeze your butt off with them too.
That's how you talk to a child?
I did say that because I wanted to make a strong statement like, hey, like, they're freezing out there, but they see you with a nice jacket. They're going to make fun of you so that you can start freezing with them too.
Like, it's a very bad jacket, bro.
And he laughed, and I was like, dude, it's the truth.
Yeah. Any negative comment just doesn't come from a
It's like crabs place. In a bucket.
GAT quote.
GAT quote. Right?
Yeah. I was going to say something about that, but totally forgot.
Let's leave it at that. Then people are going to start like, crabs in a bucket.
No, not about crabs in the bucket, about our son and...
The kids freezing their butts off. Sorry.
You don't have to say it again. See, the only reason why I edit this podcast is because of her.
You're so mean.
I'm kidding. I love you.
I love you too.
But yeah, like, I mean, that's what we feel that this people need nowadays. They just need they need to learn how to deal with the hate because it's going to be around. You don't know if it's going to go away or not. So the only outcome is to learn how to deal with it.
Like
and still be positive about it.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
We've always heard, I know since I was little, I've heard, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
So that goes to you too. Like, if you're one of those people that you know that you're not going to say something nice, like I used to be,
keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. Because one thing people have to learn, especially nowadays, is that everyone has the freedom of speech, but that same person that you're talking to has the freedom to not listen to you.
Mm-hmm.
To not hear what you have to say to them. Like this podcast, we're not forcing everyone to listen to our podcast, and we do our best to keep a positive message throughout our podcast.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna care what anyone tells us. Of course, if it's someone that is looking to add value to us and add value to our lives and
grow.
Yeah, and help grow this podcast. Basically, help spread this message of positivity into life. Of course, we're gonna listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
But because we know where they're coming from, we know they're not coming from a place that they want to tear us down and not see successful. And that's what I believe people need to be more aware of. Be more, I don't know. I don't know what else I was going to say.
I don't know. But, I mean, I think we can talk about, like, our last point. like I was saying, like you need to be mentally strong.
Mm-hmm.
So what helps you become mentally strong?
Well, what? Because a lot of goes into that question.
We don't have time for that.
I know. But like me personally, I always knew that I was going to be successful in life. I didn't know how. I didn't know what I was going to do to become that. But I've always had that vision of me having a successful life. And success can be different for everyone. Successful can be how we're living right now. To someone, success can be living that rich lifestyle. But I just knew I was going to be successful from a young age. So I guess I just always thought positive that no matter what happens, I was going to be there.
Yeah.
Like that vision has always been there. But one thing that has definitely helped me is listening to positive podcasts that are there to add value to your life.
Mm-hmm.
Not, I mean, yeah, there's those entertaining ones that go into the paranormal. They talk gossip about people. They talk about whatever. But there's like those TED Talks. A lot of those are popular now, like Tony Robbins, all those people, and then our personal ones that we listen to for ourselves. But the ones that are generally available for the public, Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk. What's that dude called? I don't know what his name is, but he's very popular on Instagram.
I don't know. I mean, but there's millions.
Yeah, like
there.
listen to, I guess people who are what they consider motivational speakers. Yeah, that's one thing.
Like I like listening. I like listening to like soft speakers. So there's always like
this. Talk like this.
No, just not like the ones that are like so.
The ones that do ASMR. I'm kidding.
Strongly.
Yeah, the ones that are not like alpha males coming at you, punching you in the gut, and telling you not to cry. I like
some of them, but it's just like me. Because what I listen to, it stays with me.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I'm listening to too much.
That's why you don't like heavy metal.
Too much bad wording, then it'll stay with me. If you know what I mean.
Okay. Like Tony Robbins.
Like Tony Robbins.
I mean, I learned that Tony Robbins uses the F word or cusses too, because one, he uses that as a communication strategy. I told you this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he uses it like a communication strategy, so the message around that word is kept in you.
Okay.
So instead of saying like, hey, you should be positive, I'm like, yeah, I should. Instead of you should be positive.
See, but like we have listened to other speakers who don't say bad words and they still give a strong message. So it all depends on the person, like.
Yeah. Whatever works for you. Yeah,
exactly. Like find what works for you. Find that it's something positive that's going in you.
Yeah. What's adding value to you? That's one thing. Podcasts, also books we've read.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of personal development books. Because you are not here to just not be your best self.
Yeah.
You were not made to blah.
To be mediocre.
Yeah.
GIT quote.
You're not here to be the average person in the world. Like you were here, you were born with a dream. If not, go back to how you were thinking as a child. You were born with something you wanted to do. You wanted to be someone in life. But something happened to you throughout life that diminished it. But it's up to you at the end of the day to make that vision into a reality. You could be 60, you could be 90, you could be 20, you could be 5. I doubt any 5-year-olds listening right now. But it's up to you.
But they'll listen in 10 years.
What's up, guys? This is Firelane Podcast.
And they'll be like, you said this 10 years ago.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. And look where I'm at now. Because of you. You're welcome. You're welcome, little 5-year-old kid.
Because I wore my jacket. Just kidding.
Because I wore my jacket because I listened to you, my kids. My friends made fun of me in school. Like, boy.
Sorry, I interrupted you, right?
It's okay. We're going to go on another 5-minute laughing fit.
No.
So, yeah. Our whole goal with this episode was to make you guys aware that you don't have to listen to the hate. Just like people have the right to spread hate on you, you have the right to ignore those people.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's hard when it's family, but it can be done. People are like, what? I can ignore family and not listen to them? Yeah. Especially if you're an adult.
Yeah. And if you are those people spreading the hate, stop.
Stop it. Spread the love, spread the joy. Because hate can only come from a dark place. It doesn't come from a positive
Check
place.
yourself.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself or anyone else. But yeah, if you have a dream, go do it. Start where you are with what you have, and you're gonna figure it out along the way. Don't expect to be perfect, but expect to learn and grow. Just like we have and we continue doing, because you're gonna grow every single day of your life. If you don't grow, then you're just dying and decaying.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
So that's our episode, guys. Hope you guys took the positive out of this episode. And, I hope this either inspires you or gets you to do what you've always wanted to do, or can go back into something that you would love to do and now you're going back to it, or being wanting to go back to it. Go do it. If you want to start a podcast like we did, start a podcast.
Yeah.
You can always DM us like, hey, how do you do? What do you do this? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And we'll be more than glad to help you.
He will be.
Yeah. Because it's fun. Like, you have to realize that successful people have a passion for what they do. And when they're asked about how they did this, how they did that, they're passionate about that topic because they're doing something they're passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people need to realize. Anyways, go follow your dreams, guys. Where can they find us, babe?
You guys can find us on Facebook at Firelane Podcast, on Instagram, on
YouTube.
On YouTube. Oh yeah, on YouTube. I mean, you can listen to our podcast on Spotify, Anchor, everywhere.
And then we have a little surprise.
We do have a little surprise.
Do you guys want to know what the surprise is?
We have a little surprise for you guys because it is our 1-year anniversary of this podcast. We wanted to share some great news. We wanted to let you guys know that...
What?
Do I say it?
Do you want to say it?
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the next...
We wanted to let you guys know that our Firelane Podcast family is growing.
Yay!
So we will have a little new member of the family in August 2020.
Remember that last time when we recorded that I jokingly said you were pregnant?
Yeah. And I was.
I think you were pregnant. Well, we didn't know.
So we wanted to share this great news with all of you.
How many weeks do you have?
I will be 10 weeks this Thursday.
She's 10 weeks, guys.
Yeah, so before we put it on social media or anything else, you guys will be the first to know, other than some of our family.
I mean, our family already knows.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're planning to do something about the gender reveal with you guys along with our family.
Give us some ideas, because I really don't know. I didn't know that we were going to be able to know the gender so soon.
Yeah, we're going to know February 3rd. Well, we're not going to know, but that's when they're going to give us the results.
The envelope.
The envelope.
The envelope.
And then we want to do something special, of course, along with family, because it's important for them to know as well. And also with you guys. So we're probably going to do an episode on that, or maybe a little vlog, I don't know.
Yeah, so just give us your ideas and, topics as well. If you want to be a guest, We still haven't had our first guest for the year, so you could be the first picture up there.
There's open spots available, guys.
Or we should put the baby
Dial
first.
this number on the screen below.
Just been the first
Don't die.
guest.
Don't die.
What did you say?
I said dial the number here below.
What number?
When I edit it, I'm gonna put it.
Oh, okay.
JK, I'm not gonna put it.
But yeah, guys, let us know. We're so excited. Are you happy?
I'm very happy. It's gonna be a baby boy. Calling it, baby boy. We have a bet.
We don't have a bet.
JK.
I don't care.
I bet that if it's a baby boy,
we're not gonna name it Moises.
it's a junior.
No.
It's a little junior right here.
That's not gonna happen for sure.
Anyways, guys, thank you very much for your love and support. Keep supporting us because that is what drives us to do this.
Yeah.
What keeps it going. But yeah, anything else you have
Thank
to
you
say?
so much, guys. We love you. We can't wait to keep doing this 2020. Bring some more positivity into your life. Hopefully we're doing a good job. If not, let us know so we can do better.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for watching us and listening. And
if you're gonna tell us hate, then I'm sorry, we're gonna ignore it.
I do.
But yeah,
I haven't received any.
Keep being positive, guys. Keep following your dreams and fulfill your destiny.
See, people told us not to have more babies, but we didn't listen.
Nope.
Just kidding. But we love you guys. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.